Hey guys, so today we're looking at the upcoming 2022 Dodge Charger models. As time passes, we find ourselves with another model year of this vehicle, so as we do every year for many Mopar cars, we're going to go over the lineup and see what has changed for this year, and look at everything, things like trim levels, engines and transmissions, colors, the standard features, and changes from 2021. First introduced as a 2006 model, here we are 15 years later and the Charger is still going strong. You'll find the video outline on screen now, and let's get right into it. So unlike the Chrysler 300, which has been neglected and is slowly dying off, the Dodge Charger has constantly been receiving upgrades and improvements, both visually and performance-wise. I've actually made a video entirely dedicated to this topic, but Dodge has put together a master plan to keep the Challenger and Charger muscle car sales going strong, with 4 main strategies. First, they've modernized the body style and added what people want from the factory. Second, they keep it exciting and fresh by creating new models or trim levels out of seemingly minor changes. Third, they keep creating limited edition models, which increase demand and online coverage. And finally, they slowly improve and distinguish each model over time, reusing features on lesser trims. That can all be seen in their sales figures, holding really steady for the past decade, and still staying strong with almost 78,000 sales despite the pandemic in 2020. We are in a perfect sweet spot for Dodge right now, the calm before the electric storm. These are the golden years where Dodge can still show off their big V8s paired with head-turning style. There's the high-impact colors, the appearance packages, the wide body, the Daytona, and of course the Hellcat. With small improvements year after year, Dodge keeps the Charger alive and exciting. This should continue until we see the next generation of the Charger, possibly in 2023. Anyways, let's move on to the rest of the video and see all there is to offer. So the first thing to look at is the lineup, and for 2022 there's 8 different models: SXT, SXT all-wheel drive, GT, GT all-wheel drive, RT, Scat Pack, SRT Hellcat, and SRT Hellcat Red-Eye. As you probably noticed, the all-wheel drive can only be had with the SXT and GT, which are the V6 only models, and we haven't seen a Hemi offered to the public with the all-wheel drive system since the 2014 Dodge Charger RT all-wheel drive. The Charger is America's only 4-door muscle car that offers all-wheel drive, and the system has an active transfer case and front axle disconnect. The all-wheel drive models do lose about 3 miles per gallon on the highway when compared to rear-wheel drive. Also, we can't forget about the wide body, which has now been standard on all the Hellcat models for the last few years, and is a $6,000 option to add onto your Scat Pack. It adds 3.5-inch wider fender flares integrated into the front and rear fascias, male slot grille, side sills, 20 by 11-inch wheels with 305/35 ZR20 Pirelli P0 performance tires, and all of that is paired with the Bilstein 3-mode adaptive damping competition suspension. Now we'll spend a lot of time on powertrain, one of the most important aspects of this vehicle. First and foremost, all Chargers come with the TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic. There's no other options. The SXT starts us off with the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 engine with 292 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. The SXT all-wheel drive, GT, and GT all-wheel drive models do have the cold air induction system, sport-tuned exhaust, and an engine tune, and that results in a small increase up to 300 horsepower and 264 pound-feet of torque. So with this engine, 0 to 60 happens in 6.3 seconds, and the quarter mile in 14.7 seconds. The next step up is the RT with the iconic 5.7-liter Hemi V8 that has 370 horsepower and 395 pound-feet of torque. That means 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds, and the quarter mile in 13.4 seconds. Moving up to the Scat Pack, whether wide body or not, you'll get the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 with 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque, both of those best in class and the most horsepower per dollar of any sedan. The Scat shaves more time off, rated at a 3.9 second 0 to 60 and 12.3 second quarter mile. The Hellcats sit on top, of course, and ever since 2021 there are the 2 variations. The regular SRT Hellcat is up to 717 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, but the SRT Hellcat Red-Eye builds on that, using a high-output version of that 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 engine. That means a huge increase up to 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque, along with the heavy-duty 8 HP 90 8-speed auto and an upgraded torque converter. That makes the Red-Eye the most powerful and fastest mass-produced sedan in the world, with a 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, quarter mile in 10.6 seconds, and a top speed of 203 miles per hour. Now we'll check out the standard colors both inside and out. The available seat colors are black, black houndstooth, black caramel, ruby red, sepia, or demonic red. As for the exterior, most of those 14 colors from 2021 return, with one glaring exception. That would be the Gold Rush color, which has been removed. The others are alive and well, including some high-impact paint colors like F8 Green, Frostbite, Go Mango, Hell Raisin, Cinnamon Stick, and Torred. Now, what's new for 2022? Well, there isn't too much honestly, as the biggest change has to do with the alarm system, as Dodge is beefing up security because these Mopars are some of the most stolen vehicles out there. The Michigan State Police even had to issue a special intelligence bulletin on this matter.
An internal Michigan State Police document spells out the problem. Thieves are targeting FCA products, Dodge Challengers, Chargers, and Durangos, plus Jeep Grand Cherokees. The document spells out how hundreds have been stolen over the last 2 years. And it is not just Michigan. The document shows 5 other states have also been hit.
So a deluxe security alarm is standard on the Scat Pack, SRT Hellcat, and SRT Hellcat Red Eye, and it's also included with the driver convenience group on all of the other models. Also, along with this deluxe security alarm, Dodge has created a 3-tier theft mode feature. First, there's an enhanced security valet, which limits the engine to idle speed, where you can only use 2.8 horsepower and 22 pound-feet of torque, making it tough to get away quickly. The second feature is called Key Programming Lockdown, coming in early 2022. This stops the robbers from programming new key fobs after breaking into the vehicle, but I'm not sure of the technical details at this time. And yes, you won't be able to make keys yourself, you'd have to go to the dealer and buy a new module and new keys as well. The final measure is Intrusion Mode, which activates the vehicle's alarm system if there is any broken glass or vehicle movement, and that can be deactivated through the Uconnect system if needed. Now it's time to go over some standard features that are found on the various Chargers. What used to be reserved for the performance models now comes standard on the GT and RT, and that would be the performance look with the hood, fascia, sculpted side sills, and spoiler that immediately looks more muscular and sporty. The SXT is the only trim that doesn't share this look. The GT and RT also get a performance suspension, Bilstein shock absorbers, tighter steering, paddle shifters, bolstered seats, Dodge performance pages, and 20-inch wheel options. The GT also has a 3.07 rear axle ratio, so even that V6 GT can be optioned out to be a nice performance vehicle with some great standard features. Moving on up to the Scat Pack, you get the SRT performance pages, Brembo brakes, and 20-inch wheels all standard. Each Hemi V8 Charger also features the electronically controlled active exhaust system with 2.75-inch piping. Moving inside, any Charger with leather will feature premium French live stitch on the instrument panel and doors. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the entire lineup, and there is a 19-speaker Harman Kardon audio system that's available just for the RT, Scat Pack, and Hellcats. The Charger also offers more than 80 available safety and security features, with available full-speed forward collision warning plus, active braking, adaptive cruise control plus with full stop, blind spot monitoring, rear cross path detection, lane departure warning with lane keep assist, and the Park Sense front and rear park assist system. We'll finish off the video with the Hellcat standard features, as the best Charger also comes with the best stuff. These models look mostly like the Scat Pack, but they add a slightly different functional performance hood for more airflow and a more sinister appearance. And of course you get the SRT Hellcat badging instead. The Hellcats also have SRT drive modes, which allows drivers to control many parameters, such as controlling transmission shift speeds, steering, paddle shifters, traction, and the suspension. The Hellcats, along with the Scat Pack, now have launch control, launch assist, and line lock standard, helping to get those performance times even lower by better launching the vehicle. The Hellcats alone have torque reserve, which closes a bypass valve to pre-fill the supercharger and manages a fuel flow and spark advance to balance the engine RPM and torque. So this will generate a reserve of torque that is delivered upon acceleration from a standing stop. They also have race cooldown, which keeps cooling the supercharger or charge air cooler after the engine is shut off by running the intercooler pump and radiator fan. There's also electric power steering for better feel, and that can be calibrated with the SRT performance pages. So that's it, guys. What do you think of the 2022 Dodge Charger? Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.